public session. And now the committee team, you can invite any members of the public into the room. Thank you. Welcome members to the 31st meeting of the Public Accounts Committee for the 2022-27 mandate. Members, the committee meeting will be recorded and broadcast throughout Parliament buildings and online. However, there could be a slight delay in moving between any private session or back into public session, so please be patient. Those in the public gallery are of course welcome to use mobile devices as long as they are in airplane mode and all devices are muted. They can connect to the Assembly Wi-Fi and password details are available on the gallery rules. It is not permitted to take photographs or record any of the meeting. So I just want to firstly welcome Barbara Love, who has kindly stepped in to provide clerking support to the committee today. So agenda item 1 then, apologies. I have an apology from Daniel McCrossan. That's all, yep. Agenda item 2 then. Members, I refer you to your copy of the draft minutes of the meeting on the 30th of January at page 6 of the pack. Members, are we in agreement of the previous minutes? Great. Thank you. Agenda item 3 then, declarations of interest. Members, do you have any relevant declarations of interest to declare for this meeting? No? Thank you. Agenda item 4 then, there are no chairperson's business. And then we'll move on to agenda item 5, matters arising. So members, at page 13 of your pack, there is a letter received from Dermot Nesbitt in response to our recent letter to Margaret Ritchie, who had written on behalf of Mr Nesbitt. Members may recall that this letter related to planning matters in Crossgar. Members, are you content to forward this letter to the Committee for Infrastructure to consider the issues raised? Thank you. Members, at page 14 to 30 of your pack is a response dated the 3rd of February from Neil Gibson, Accounting Officer from the Department of Finance, following the evidence session on major capital projects, follow-up report on the 30th of January. Mr Gibson has provided a copy of the most recent ISNI Committee highlight report, which was shared with the NICS Board on the 28th of January. Members, are you content to note this response? Yes, go ahead, Diane.
Thank you, Chair. Since the follow-up was information that related specifically to Colin's questions, Colin, have you had a chance to look at that to see that you're content that your questions were covered on the back of the new report? I think it was your questions where they said that the new report, everything was green on it. I think that wasn't, yeah, I think, are we content?
Go ahead, Colin.
Chair, thanks, Diane, for that. Yeah, I just had a quick look, Chair, before the meeting, and everything is green, as they said. But as for detail, to be honest with you, I haven't had a chance to go through it in detail, but I am content that what they said last week, as in everything's green, is the case.
Thank you, Colin. So members, are you happy to note that then? Yep. Thank you. And are you also content to share this correspondence with the Northern Ireland Audit Office for inclusion in the final report? Yep. Thank you. Members, at page 3 of your table pack is a draft letter to the Finance Minister, as discussed following the evidence session from Hawkes and Neil Gibson on the 30th of January. So we're aware there has been a change of Minister. We had given 3 weeks for the response. How do members feel about that? Would that need extended, or are you still content to write to the Minister? Yep.
The Minister can express if there's a bit of a delay,
Yep.
you can come back on that basis, but I think go ahead with it.
Perfect. Happy enough? Thank you. And are you content with the correspondence then? Yep. Thank you. So members, at pages 5 to 42 of your table pack is a letter from Ian Snowden, Accounting Officer from the Department of Economy, providing the additional information requested in response to a recent correspondence. A copy of the most recent Gateway Review and follow-up report from August 2024 has been provided in relation to the inquiry into developing skills for Northern Ireland's future. Members, are you content to note this response? Thank you. And are you content to share this correspondence with the Northern Ireland Audit Office for inclusion in their final report? Thank you. Agenda item 6 then, correspondence. So Members, at page 33 of the pack is a letter from Pivotal containing a link to the copy of their report, review of the first year of the Restored Northern Ireland Executive. Again, members, are you content to note this correspondence? Thank you. So, members, now we'll move into closed session.
Senate Chamber. Sound